Hey, hey, what up? What up? We
Come
are
get your money on the money train.
yeah. What up, Nelson?
Awesome. How you doing this evening there, big man?
Doing good, doing good.
Yeah, I just
Getting
ate, so I feel good.
nice.
Hope it doesn't make me drowsy.
We'll see.
Let me
Get-
know, huh? Let me know.
we're gonna get one of those loud horns if Nelson nods off. We'll wake him right up.
Yeah, I'm awake. I'm not sleeping. I've been known to doze off at times. My friends always make fun of me and stuff. But I'm a hardworking man. That's why.
Heck yeah. And shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights on YouTube. Shout out to our man Adam on Twitch. What up, peeps?
Adam, yeah.
All right. I know I think we're competing with some college football bowl games right now. So we'll see
yeah,
how
we
it
have a lot less watches than we normally do.
maybe we'll see.
How's that going to be? How's that going to happen?
Either,
How low can we go, man?
either way, people will be checking us out on the uploaded version on the podcast. Make sure you guys go subscribe to that. It's Silver Screen Breakdowns. We're on
Please
Apple,
do.
Spotify, Amazon, literally anywhere that you can get your podcasts. Go go subscribe, go hit the automatic download button, and then go follow us on Silver Screen Breakdowns on Twitch, on YouTube as well. Twitch is going to be the place where you want to follow us because we will be that's where we're going to be exclusively throughout the entire live stream because we play scenes from the movie. YouTube doesn't like that too much. And then something that we're doing also that is brand new as we go into 2024, we really want to build up the Silver Screen Breakdowns community. And you can go join the Silver Screen Breakdowns community on Patreon at ssbcrew.com. Anyone who signs up and joins the community, you're going to get polls of movies that we're debating on. And you guys are going to be the final ones, to vote on these, cover which, have a say-so in which movies that we do. And everyone who signs up, you're going to be an official sponsor of the show. And we're going to be shouting out all the sponsors at the end of each show.
Sounds good. I like changes. Progressive changes is good.
Yeah. And on that note,
there we are. There's the live finally.
On that note, let's get into Money Train here. And speaking of someone who is not progressing in life, is our man Charlie. That is Woody Harrelson, and he's Wesley Snipes' little brother in the movie. In real life, I mean, this is coming a year or two after they did White Man Can't Jump. And I know the director, he said he really liked them. He liked their chemistry. And, we've seen a lot of cop movies in our day. And this is an interracial cop movie, and they're foster brothers as well. That's one twist.
The foster bros.
Yeah. So what did you think about this, Nelson? Like as we first get into the movie, I think and I don't know if you notice this about New York movies. I swear all the New York movies start off exactly the same. Like they're showing highlight and everything, and even the way that the credits come on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know that was one. They're doing the exact same thing where they're showing the New York skyline and everything. And even the way that all the names and everything are coming on looks almost identical.
Yeah. It's almost like it was stock, but it's not because it's credits.
Yeah.
But you get the shot of the Brooklyn Bridge, get the skyscrapers and everything. You know what's funny too? I noticed there's near the end of the movie, but they come out of the subway, they surface. It's like Fifth Avenue. I swear they shoot a lot of movies right by Fifth Avenue. I was thinking that too.
Is that
because there's a lot of outlets for subways, but it always seems like to be the same one.
Yeah, definitely. And I wonder if it's something about that spot specifically that maybe it's easy to set up the cameras there. Maybe it's easy to block people off from that area. I wonder what the significance is behind that specific subway entrance.
I think there's something, or they all look kind of similar. New York.
Yeah.
I don't know which. But it's obviously it's Manhattan.
Yeah, for sure.
Manhattan, not like
Steve in the house. What up, Steve?
Hey Steve. We got people in the chat. I'm trying to get to it. To the hustle chat, but
What was I gonna say?
Lopez is in there. Jennifer Lopez, the young Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, super young. I mean, this is like right. What would this be? Right before Selena, couple years after her Fly Girl stage.
Selena.
Yeah, Jennifer Lopez was Selena.
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
I forgot all about that.
yeah.
She was with the Fly Girl.
Yeah, and well, that was with what's it called? In Living Color. Yep.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that she had a name, Selena. I thought you were talking about the singer.
No, I am talking about the singer. The biopic on Selena. She plays Selena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was what I think 97. So that must have came out like right after this.
Oh, I forgot she did that, man.
Yeah.
We're going way back. I remember she did a film with Clooney back around that time, right?
Okay.
98.
Yeah. I don't remember what I remember her singing, in the late 90s. I don't really remember what movie she was in.
Money don't cost a thing. Love don't cost a thing.
Uh-huh.
Love don't cost a thing. Even they preach all this stuff, and then they're looking for guys that got money.
I wonder if all her ex-husbands are singing the same tune. I'm sure they had prenups. They're all entertainment people, but still. So this one comes out 1995, right on the heels of White Men Can't Jump.
That's so early for her because she still wasn't blown up yet.
Well, yeah, she wasn't even doing music yet. I think it was after Selena that she started doing music.
Yeah, she did music back in 99, 2000, right? 98, maybe 2000.
Yeah, I think 98, 99 was when it was all starting because she was coming on the scene the same time as Eminem, Britney Spears, just everybody who was like new in pop culture even for the new millennium.
Okay, Destiny's Child was kind of new then.
Yeah, what up, Bogey?
They're blowing up then, let's say.
So the movie with George Clooney is called Out of Sight. Okay, there we go.
Out of Sight, yes, Bogey.
There we go. So, going into the movie, I mean, if you saw the trailer, I mean, it talks about them being detectives, and it's a really weird, I guess New York just probably works a little bit different with the whole subway systems and everything. Most of this movie takes place in the subway system in New York. And yeah, you see them, they're pretty much decoys. I mean, all they're doing, I would say that Woody Harrelson's pretending to be drunk in the beginning, but he like burps and the guy's like, man, I told you he ain't 5-0. He's drunk as fuck. And so he seems like someone who can drink on the job and be okay.
It was funny because when I saw him, he was playing, he was acting drunk. I thought, why didn't really seem drunk? But and then I caught on that, he's acting drunk, even though he's acting as an actor in the movie.
Right.
So he's got a double act. Acting drunk.
Yeah. It's funny. It's seeing both of them act drunk is pretty funny because just like you said, you have to, now they're acting as cops, but acting like they're drunk.
Yeah. So you're faking it twice.
Yeah.
It's like you have a dream and then you're dreaming, right? And then you fall asleep. Oh, I'm tired. This is what happened in my dream. This happened a couple of times. I'm going to go to bed. So I go to bed in my dream. And then I have to wake up twice to wake up in real life.
Trippy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So, and they had that in Inception.
Yeah.
Remember with DiCaprio?
Yeah.
You gotta get up. You gotta get up again. You're not awake yet.
Inception's a trippy movie.
It's a long movie too.
So they're pretty much setting. I mean, they're out there. They're playing decoy. I wonder if New York is one of because we see this portrayed a lot in movies in New York, where you just have a lot of undercover cops playing. Well, like in The Warriors, we were talking about that movie earlier. For example, there's the police cop, the lady who's like in the park, just like waiting for someone. And like these guys, their whole job is like busting people who rob people in the subways. I guess that's what it seems like. And so they get two looks like two Puerto Rican cats in the beginning. And
they're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, it's New York. And so they steal his chain, like his wallet and stuff, and then they take off. They catch one of them. Wesley Snipes catches one of them, hits him with the handcuffs, and then the other guy's just like running all the way through the subway. They're chasing him all the way until they get to the heavily guarded like security who's getting the money out of all the out of all the cashier stations, I guess. And they're telling the guy to freeze, and they just light him up. And Wesley and Woody, they're like super pissed. Like, oh, you had to kill him. I mean, obviously I didn't want to kill him, but trying to put him in jail. Their job is the reason why this kid died, no matter what. So it's kind of crazy because they put that kid in that position. If they weren't working at that time, would he have even robbed somebody or even gotten caught?
Right.
And we get whoever the fuck. Okay, he's like the police captain Patterson or whatever his name is. The very first time we hear the money train referred to as, he refers to it as the revenue train. I don't know if you caught that. It was super quick. He was like, "What's the deal with the revenue train?"
No, I never caught that. Nope.
Never referred to it as the revenue train again. I wonder if it was like the first, like that was like one of the takes that they did.
It was the best one.
And he fucked up on all the other ones that he said money train on.
That was Mr. Blake. He's no longer with us in the free world here. Huh?
It looks like it's all one take, so that's the thing that would be a little bit weird about it, because he's just like, he's standing up in his office and there's like just glass that you see through. But yeah, that was really weird to me. That was one of the things that I caught. He called it the revenue train first, and then it was never referred to as that again. It was the money train after that.
Yeah, I never noticed that. I like catching stuff like that, but didn't notice that one. Slipped by me. Slipped by me fingers.
We get a little bit of their backstory too when the captain calls them into their office, and so they ask him. So he's like, "Wait," so he was like, "Okay, the report says you two are brothers." Someone trying to jerk me off here. And they try to explain it for like a second. And Woody Harrelson's like, "Yeah, I ran away from this orphanage." And then the guy's like, "I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't need your life story." Asks them why, like why, how they're brothers. And I guess he just wanted to say, yes, we're brothers. But yeah, that guy's just such an asshole. I hate people like that.
He played it well too.
Yeah, because you really just want to punch him the entire time. And so really the guy, he's OCD about his money train because his money train was 12 minutes late. Now he's got to chew these guys out.
I don't know if that's a real thing, that money train like that. Does that even exist, you think?
I mean, it makes sense because, like, how else would, I mean, you think about it like those armed guards who go from, I don't know, just business to business and then to the bank, whether it's a grocery store or like whatever. Like, how would they get around to do that in the subway? Like, they're going to get the money and then just like walk all the way up, like through all the public and everything.
Yeah.
Because even, all those armed guards and everything, even if it is being portrayed in movies, I mean, I've seen it in the grocery stores and, it's different places I used to work. It's like the armed truck is like right in front of the door of whatever business it is. They're taking the money. They're right in that truck and then they're gone. So, yeah, I don't know how else it would happen. Yeah, I don't know how else it would happen besides that. But so... We meet all the main characters so far. It's really Wesley and Woody, the Patterson asshole, and then we meet J-Lo in a few scenes. But I mean, it's a classic. I mean, we've seen this story a lot. People hate their job, and Wesley Snipes doesn't really hate his job; he just hates his boss. Woody Harrelson kind of hates everything, and already talking about how we just robbed the money train. That would fix all of our problems. And it just like comes out of nowhere. But I wonder how long they've been dealing, with this bullshit. You get a little walk and talk. I don't know what borough. I mean, kind of looks like Brooklyn, but I'm not really sure which borough they're in. But they're walking up to Wesley Snipes' crib and they're talking, and he's Woody Harrelson's telling him that he wants to get him a present for his birthday. Ask him if he has any money. He's like, wait, you're gonna buy me a present?
My own present?
He's like, yeah, so don't be cheap. Come on. And he even asks him, oh, you got a date or something? And he was like, yeah, as a matter of fact. And he was like, yeah, I bet you got a date with a deck of cards. And he does.
It all starts from there.
Yeah, we realize very quickly how much of a degenerate Woody Harrelson, aka Charlie, actually is. And I got a scene here for us. And let me pull it up here. And it is from that poker game that he said that he wasn't going to be going to.
Let's check it out. I literally lost my stomach watching that scene because imagining him upside down for real.
Yeah, and he said,
what? No way.
They said it after 51 stories. At least he references the what's it called? The floor. Yeah, I can't imagine it. I'm afraid of heights, just like really like fucks with me. And yeah, I couldn't even imagine being upside down that many stories up. Yeah.
You're afraid of heights. So how are you afraid of heights? Like what's the limit? What's the point?
Well,
I'm curious about you types of people.
See, and I guess it's not like going in like an airplane or anything like that.
Bogey.
Like, yeah, I guess I can't even really describe it. Like, I mean, it probably was what's it called? Rides that, like, I mean, I used to be able to go on like some of these rides, and now it's just like, I don't know, make me shit myself while I was a couple 100 feet like in the air. We went on the big Ferris wheel in Vegas, and it just got to a point where we're looking down at all the hotels, and I'm kind of just shitting myself because we're so high. even though we're secure and everything, I don't know.
Did you have a little mini panic attack?
I wouldn't say panic attack, but I had to stop looking.
But your stomach get weak? I get that weak feeling in my stomach. Like,
yeah,
like someone just punched you.
Yeah, and for whatever reason,
you're trying to inhale, but you're exhaling.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, my brain just always imagines me jumping off from wherever we are.
I know.
Not sure why my brain does
I can relate, man. I can relate, but I'm not really scared of heights like you. But I do get a little antsy. You see those pictures, like people over by the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
it's like, are they really by the edge like that?
Yeah,
like, come on, like.
Or if you watch those videos where it's like guys running on top of like, buildings that are 100 stories high or like shit like that. Like it's making me get a little queasy right now just thinking about it. Just talking about it. Not even
seeing nothing. Hey man, remember you see those old photos of guys building skyscrapers in New York, right? Back in the 40s and stuff?
Yeah, it's
wild. We're sitting there having lunch on those beams. That's real.
That's just wild.
Like it's nothing. Like they're having a picnic on a lawn,
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a different set of cojones to be up there.
It takes a triple set of cojones all at once.
So right after Wesley saves Woody, well, first off, Woody's a fucking idiot. He was like, Wesley was like, I'm always having to get you out of stuff like this. And he was like, oh, you don't think I could have got myself out of that? And like, man, I just want to like smack him around. Like, you're literally like, it's not even like you have to be thrown at that point. Like, they just have to let go. Like, you're already like totally suspended. And, but yeah, just so insane on like, doesn't seem like he's grateful, like, I think he just, at least from what we can see right now, he just seems like a degenerate younger brother, and the older brother keeps bailing him out. And ends up being the case throughout the whole movie. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I mean,
Woody does look a lot younger too, by the way.
Yeah.
Woody. That's 25 years ago,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's almost 30 years ago in 2025. That'll be the 30-year anniversary.
And they say, there's lots of talk. The jail looks great now and stuff, right? She's like 54, 55.
Yeah.
But she does look great, but compared to what she looked like back then now.
Yeah, I mean, It's just because you're comparing her to all the 55-year-olds out there.
Well, no, it's funny. It's like there's a lot of women that in their 20s and 30s. I said, well, look at JLo. She looks amazing. Yeah, but you didn't know her when you were like 3.
Right.
I knew her who she was 25 years ago.
Right.
She was great back then. And then when you look at those films, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Well, she does look good now, but still, she can't compete with her 25-year-old self.
Yep. And she gets introduced. So you see Wesley just walking out of the precinct or whatever, and they go. I mean, I'm just assuming just getting to some kind of caravan to go down to the subway where they're all going to be working. And then they get introduced to Officer Santiago. And it's funny because they play it real cool when they turn around. Oh, how you doing? Welcome aboard. And then they turn around and like, God damn, this job is looking up. Like she can't hear. She's literally 2 rows back, but just
I know, right?
super funny.
You know, how you said her last name, Santiago.
Yeah.
If you listen closely to Patterson,
yeah,
he plays with the names and the words. She did that with her name too.
Yeah, she didn't like it.
You're Latina.
Santiago. Yeah,
you got a Negro. I guess it was Negro. You got a white and a Latino.
Let me guess. She's your sister. Guy's such a dick.
He was great in this role. He shined a lot. I wasn't expecting him to be like I was looking at it and go, is that Blake guy from Barracuda or whatever it's called?
Yeah, Robert Blake.
Yeah, he did it from the 70s show. The 70s TV show. Wasn't it called Barracuda or something like or Beretta?
So I am not sure, but
it was before my time and before your time.
Yep. 1970 series Beretta. There we go.
It was in 1970 or 70 something.
It said 70s, so I'm not sure what year.
Oh yeah, I think it was like mid to late 70s, but yeah.
Plays the asshole really well because like literally every time he's on screen, you want to smack him around. Like you really do because he's such an asshole. And so
I'm noticing like it's funny, like even the last few movies we've reviewed, that how they bring up the racial stuff without it being like contrived. It's just a matter of fact. Oh, well, you're a black guy, whatever. Right. They bring it up like it's just part of it. Like, and they keep going. It's not like now you don't even have that stuff in scripts.
Yeah, I mean, this is the 90s, so we get the N-word used a few times, just like it's nothing, and is by the Italian guys, and that's just how they talk, anyways. But
and you have the word in a lot of those movies too.
Yeah,
they're harmless movies like Bill and Ted's,
right?
Harmless movies, but they're dropping the F-bombs and the M-bombs.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I think it's comical because I kind of forgot about it, but I remember watching it back then, not even shaking my head. Now I'm watching it now, I was like, oh, yeah, they did say that back then.
And I mean, growing up in the 90s for me, and that's just like the way that people are talking, just like the way that things are being portrayed in movies. And like, it's not like people are not talking like that in normal life, because I definitely heard people talking like that in normal life. So
yeah,
sure. 90s is 30 years ago was just totally different time. That's for sure, with what was acceptable and what wasn't.
It's funny because when you live the years through, it molds you, right? You don't really notice it so much. It's like the water gets turned up, in a pot.
Yeah,
so the fires don't feel it until it's like too hot.
Right, until it's like all the way. Yeah,
right. So when I go back and watch these movies 20 to 30 years ago, it's like, wow. Then I see the difference more than now when you're in it.
Yeah.
So.
And
I guess moving on.
Yeah, and I guess what sucks, like the only thing about that is like if I'm ever gonna like introduce Noble to some of these movies, I wouldn't cringe because of myself. It'd be cringe because I wouldn't let not when he's 7 or whatever, but whenever he watched it, that would just be the cringe-worthy like shit for me, because it's like something he's not really used to.
Yeah.
I ain't got to explain that bullshit.
That's no problem explaining it.
It's funny though. So Woody and Wesley, very very different styles of drunk mannerisms. But it's funny though, because Woody takes he's like, you see that move where he like looks like he's trying to take a piss, but he forgot how. It's
I
like,
taught him that.
wanted to take credit for it. I taught him that one. And it's funny, the two ladies who come up, the big ladies, come up to him. Oh, she's like, do you think we should just take him home? Just some drunk dude in the subway.
I thought they were gonna gang bang or something.
I mean, yeah.
No, they actually thought he was
I thought he was. They said he was one of the cute ones. They're like, hey, these guys aren't normally this cute. We got to take them home. But yeah, they're about to have their way with them. That's for sure. Then Jennifer Lopez comes out talking shit like she's just some crazy drunk bitch also. And then when she finally gets him away, he's like whispers, they were huge.
I missed that.
Because they were. I don't know how tall Wesley.
I didn't hear what he said.
I don't know how tall Wesley is in real life. Okay. Well, both women were taller than him, and like taller, and just seemed like bigger bodies, as well. So like they were, yeah. they got the roles specifically, I'm sure, because they both had him taller and outweighed. Now, the next part that we get, this part kind of came out of nowhere because we were expecting to maybe that they were going to catch somebody, just like red-handed. I mean, especially like after the first whatever issue where they almost catch the guys and they run away and then they get shot though. But the guy who's like the fucking pyromaniac, he just comes out of nowhere.
Who was that actor? I recognize him, but I didn't know from what.
You know what? Chris Cooper.
Oh yeah, he's been. I think he did. Didn't he do? Was he in the?
So he was in Born Identity. He was.
I've seen him in a bunch of movies, like popular movies, but I just don't know his name. He's recognizable. One of those guys.
He was in American Beauty. I think
was he in Ronin or something like that too. One of those movies with De Niro or Schwarzenegger or something.
I see.
The Indispensables or something.
Oh, the Expendables.
Expendables, yeah. No, like he's in like one of those. He's in those type of movies.
Yeah, no. He was in Adaptation.
I don't know that.
Yeah. He was in Me, Myself, and Irene. That's funny.
Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just one of those actors who looks like he's in a bunch of things, and he is in a bunch of things.
And he is in a bunch of things, but you just don't know his name.
Exactly. Yep. And so yeah, the pyro guy just out of nowhere. I mean, pretty much after they get rid of those chicks, it just cuts over to this guy who's like across the tracks, and he's like, I don't know, just being super creepy, talking to the cashier lady, and then fucking sprays whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. His concoction,
acid or something.
Yeah, his concoction that just So just gets out on her, tells her to give him the money. She gives him the money. Then he hits her and then sprays more of that shit on the ground and then lights the fire.
That's on the first lady, right? You're talking about
the very first one.
Lopez,
because they set up J-Lo as the decoy. But yeah, in this first one, so Woody finally sees it, radios it in. Wesley Snipes jumps over one of the tracks, but then like two of the subway cars are going at the same time, and then he's like right in the middle. Pretty intense. How do you think they did that part?
I know I've heard before. I knew a stuntman, Walter. He'd say they do things like slow, and another friend of mine, he does lighting. Mm-hmm. Said sometimes they'll shoot it slow, so it looks like it's happening quick, and then they speed it up later.
Speed it up like a million times, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they can. That's one way of doing it. I'm sure there's other ways.
Yeah, because you can kind of tell with in like car chase scenes and shit like that, where it seems like they're going super fast, but then you notice like everything's happening way too fast when you see them turning or swerving or whatever.
Yeah, you ever seen the movie The Jackal? for Dracula? Bruce
I,
Willis.
I think so. I
Pretty good
cannot
movie.
remember
Bruce
it though.
Willis. Well, there's a car chase scene, and then they go over the hill. They roll it. It's in the daytime. Then all of a sudden, it's nighttime.
Okay.
Went from daytime to nighttime after the car was rolled. So that's like, I don't know, 7 seconds.
Okay.
It's nighttime.
Yeah.
I wonder how they did that, Alex.
I know,
wonder how
right?
they did that. No, it's continuity fuck up. That's what they did. Snap your fingers. Hey, it's nighttime now. That was a long car chase.
Yeah, continuity. I mean, it goes a long way. Sometimes people overlook it. Sometimes it gets on a podcast like this and we dwell on it like crazy. So they end up saving the cashier lady. Wesley uses his coat and puts out the fire that's on her. But the guy gets away though. The guy gets away.
He slips away and he's not done yet, folks.
Yeah, J-Lo had him. Like she went out on the street and then like came in through one of the other like entrance exits ways. But he Noble's in the house. But she
creep it on your back.
I know Noble's being creepy right now.
It's like a little creature.
And what's he do? Punches her or something. Pretty much punches her, kicks her, does some shit to like get away. And you get the first then just cuts right to them in the bar just right after that. Wesley's talking to J-Lo. He's buying her a beer. J-Lo's playing what's it called? Pinball. And she's definitely not a lady's lady, because he comes up and he was like, all right, so this right here is a little strong. I think you want to like brings a shot for her. I think you want to take this with and then she just takes a shot, throws it back down, just right in between playing her pinball game, so she's with it. She's about it. Charlie comes up, interrupts them as they're talking, comes up with the flower, and she's all, oh, thank you. And you can tell they're both smitten over her. They both were from the beginning. And now it's carrying over to that night. And I got this scene here. This is a good scene where they're talking about a bunch, where they're doing their walk and talk on the streets of New York. You remember this scene where they nearly get robbed?
The pickpocket?
What up, Crispy?
Oh yeah. Well,
no, it's when they almost get Crispy said, good see Nelson. Salute Crispy.
Hey, Crispy.
Well, here we go. Let's just get into it. It's when they're doing a little walk and talk, and you get a little bit of the backstory. Right before this, it's funny. They're talking about how I'm always in your shadow. Always in your shadow. He's a foster kid for his, whoever his mom is, Maddie, they call her. It's almost like Woody Harrelson is blaming Wesley Snipes for having white privilege.
Blaming Wesley Snipes for having white privilege. I guess I didn't really. Or did I?
We're gonna rewind it.
I wonder where they shot that. I was walking down the street.
Right.
I think they shot that. Looked like they shot at looks like a studio lot, actually. The way it looks kind of small.
Really? Okay.
The streets.
Okay. Now that was always like one of my favorite scenes, like in the movie. Like I like the back and forth on how they to get out of a situation, they pretty much talk shit to each other. And it's like it's so distracting that it ends up working and getting them out of the situation. Do you think any of that part was written when they're going back and forth, or is that all ad lib? You think it's a little bit ad lib? What do you think about that part?
I'd say that would be a little bit ad lib.
Okay.
But it didn't seem like it wasn't written.
Okay.
But I would say ad lib on top of what was written. Yeah.
They have good chemistry, though. I mean, that's one of those scenes that definitely shows it off.
Yeah, they do.
That is for sure.
Characters stuff.
And I think that's a good part to end Act 1 here. So we've met all of our main characters now. We know a little bit of the backstory between Wesley and Woody and how they became brothers. J-Lo is new in their squad. And as of now, Wesley says he's going to back off. And Woody is going to pursue her. And yeah, we don't know what else is going to happen after that. We just know that something is going to happen with this pyromaniac. Like that's just happened right before this, and seems like he's going to be a big part of the movie. All right. And then reminder, make sure you go follow Silver Screen Breakdowns in audio version. Anybody who's watching live with us, just hang out with us. We're recording all 3 acts right now. Anyone who's listening to this on replay, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and Twitch Silver Screen Breakdowns. Anyone watching it there, go subscribe to the audio pods. And Nelson, remind them where to find you.
You can find me on YouTube with Nelson Times. Actors demo reel. I'm an actor, film actor. Well, I do some TV, but more I did film. And now I'm doing a film right now I'm shooting called Tales California. You can find that on the imdb.com. There's a little description of what it's about. One of the Piper movies I was in was Paid in Full. That came out 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. But it's still relevant today. It's still being shown on places. And catch me on Instagram, Nelson Tynes _ Follow me and I'll follow you back.
And for anyone listening to this on replay, they drop on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning. So if you're listening to this on Monday, make sure you are ready for the Wednesday show that is coming. We will see you there.
Picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really live this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high